it is seen at the start of the film that a large spaceship lands just before Thor's ship. This spaceship belongs to none other than the mighty Thanos, who has arrived with his team called the Black Order. As Thanos and his team board Thor's ship, they proceed to kill all of Thor's men. Following this, Thanos confronts Loki to obtain the Space Stone. He also threatens to kill Thor. Meanwhile, Hulk arrives at the scene, leading to an intense face-to-face fight between him and Thanos. Both Hulk and Thanos possess superhuman powers, making their battle fierce and captivating. Initially, they seemed evenly matched, but due to his superior strength, Thanos emerges victorious. Realizing that no one can stand against Thanos, Heimdall sends Hulk to Earth. However, Thanos becomes enraged upon discovering this and instantly kills Heimdall. Moreover, he attempts to kill Thor, but Loki intervenes and offers the Space Stone in exchange for Thor's life. Loki ultimately hands over the Space Stone to Thanos, but the villain deceives him and kills him instead. This fills Thor with anger and despair, but he is unable to take action as he has restrained Thanos departs the ship to obtain his third stone, destroying it in the process. Thor is left floating in space until the Guardians of the Galaxy spot him and provide assistance by taking him on board their ship. Among the Guardians is Mantis, who can read minds. When she touches Thor's head, she realizes his profound sadness and pain due to the loss he has suffered. Thor discloses to the Guardians of the Galaxy that Thanos is now chasing after the Infinity Stones, and if he acquires them all, he will bring destruction to the entire world. Thor seeks Peter Quill's help and explains that he cannot defeat Thanos without his own hammer. Thus, he must journey to Nidavellir to retrieve it. Meanwhile, Peter Quill, Gamora, and Nebula arrive at Nowhere, the former residence of the Collector, as it is known to possess the third Reality Stone. Additionally, it is revealed that Hulk has been sent to Earth by Heimdall. He falls in New York as he approaches Earth at the place where Doctor Strange and Wong were present. He tells both of them that Thanos has arrived and no one can rescue them now. Doctor Strange is also worried, witnessing his concern. After this, Doctor Strange seeks help from Iron Man and Hulk. Upon reaching them, they inform Tony Stark that Thanos has started going after the Infinity Stones. The whole planet is at risk, and Earth may be in danger if he obtains all the stones. Now, let's delve into the details of these stones. The Power Stone comes first, with the power to increase or decrease the power of any individual. Following that is the Space Stone, capable of transferring objects from one place to another. The third stone is the Reality Stone, allowing for transitions in reality, such as changing the climate. The fourth stone is the Time Stone, which Doctor Strange possesses and can use to manipulate the flow of time. The fifth stone is the Soul Stone, giving its possessor control over other souls. Lastly, there's the Mind Stone, which can control minds and grant telekinetic powers. These are the details of the stones that Thanos is seeking to gather for his mission to control the universe. When Tony Stark learns of Thanos' plan to eradicate half the population, he suggests destroying one of the stones, specifically the Time Stone. Doctor Strange, however, is determined to protect it at all costs. They also consider destroying the Mind Stone possessed by Vision to thwart Thanos' plans, but are unable to contact him. The Avengers team is divided into two groups, one under Captain America and the other under Iron Man. In their efforts to locate Vision, they spot a spaceship moving towards New York and realize that trouble is imminent. Spider-Man, who also witnesses the spaceship, joins the fight against Thanos. Two men named Ebony and Obsidian emerge from the spaceship, with Ebony having telekinetic powers and Obsidian possessing various superpowers. The fight ensues as they try to guard the Time Stone. Iron Man transforms into his nanoparticle suit and successfully defends against Ebony's attack. There are numerous intense fight scenes, with Ebony proving to be powerful due to his telekinetic ability. Eventually, Ebony manages to take Doctor Strange and the Time Stone and unknowingly allows Tony Stark and Spider-Man to enter his spaceship as well. Meanwhile, Thanos' team, the Black Order, has the ability to sense the energy flow of the Infinite Stones. They first approach Doctor Strange for the Time Stone, while Proxima Midnight and Corvus Glaive target Vision for the Mind Stone. Proxima Midnight and Corvus Glaive prove to be stronger than Vision, and Wanda Captain America arrives and, with the help of Falcon and Black Widow, defeats them. However, Proxima Midnight and Corvus Glaive escape through a portal before they can be killed. Now Vision had been gravely injured. Then they all decided to seek the help of Black Panther to gain access to Vision once again. The scene then shifts to the Guardians of the Galaxy, where Gamora and Peter are having a conversation. Gamora tells Peter about the time when Thanos invaded their planet and wiped out half of the population, including her mother. She vows to not let Thanos repeat the same tragedy and reveals that she has a secret that will lure him to their location. She asks Peter to promise that he would kill her if Thanos tries to abduct her, to which Peter initially refuses but eventually agrees. The group then heads to Nowhere, where the Collector resides, hoping to find some answers. However, they discover that Thanos is already there and confronts him. Gamora manages to kill Thanos, or so they thought, only to realize that it was just an illusion created by him. Thanos had already obtained the Reality Stone. When Peter finds out about this, he tries to kill Gamora, but Thanos intervenes and turns his bullets into harmless bubbles. Thanos then takes Gamora and leaves. The scene shifts to a large spaceship landing in New York, with Ebony accompanying Doctor Strange. Spider-Man and Iron Man are also on board and face several obstacles in rescuing Doctor Strange. They decide to leave Ebony behind to die. The group argues about their next move, and Tony Stark suggests bringing the fight to Thanos rather than risking more lives on Earth. They plan to head to Titan, Thanos' home planet, for the confrontation. Meanwhile, Thanos and Gamora are shown on a war-torn planet, where they encounter Red Skull, the guardian of the Soul Stone. Thanos asks Red Skull how to obtain the Soul Stone, and Red Skull informs him that a sacrifice must be made to obtain it. Thanos sacrifices his adopted daughter Gamora, and gains the fourth stone, the Soul Stone. In another scene, Thor, Groot, and Rocket reach a place inhabited by dwarfs who are skilled in crafting weapons. Thor explains that he had previously destroyed their forges, but requests their help now to defeat Thanos. After initial reluctance, one of the dwarfs agrees to assist them, and they begin preparing to create a new weapon. But they discover that the metal required to build the weapon can only be obtained through the energy of the sun's rays. However, direct exposure to the sun's energy would destroy the metal, so a filter is necessary to protect it. The filter is damaged while in use, prompting Thor to take on the task of fixing it himself. As Thor stands as the energy filter, Groot appears and places his hand on the side of the hammer, resulting in the creation of a more advanced and solid weapon than Thor's previous one. Meanwhile, Tony Stark, Spider-Man, and Doctor Strange travel to the planet Titan, where they are joined by Peter Quill, Drax, and Mantis upon receiving a message from Nebula. Doctor Strange foresees that they only have one chance of defeating Thanos. Just as they are discussing their plan, Thanos arrives on Titan to seek the Time Stone from Doctor Strange. Captain America, Bruce Banner, Wong, and Vision arrive in Wakanda, where they are welcomed by Black Panther and his sister Shuri, who reveals her ability to separate the Mind Stone from Vision but requests time to do so. In the meantime, the Avengers prepare to defend against Thanos' Black Order team, led by Proxima Midnight, Corvus Glaive, and Ebony Maw. To protect themselves, Black Panther creates a giant dome. However, they realize that the Black Order may attack from the back door, so they strategize to open the front door slightly to engage the enemy, while Shuri works on separating the Mind Stone. A fierce battle ensues between the Avengers and the Black Order, with Hulk choosing to stay in his Bruce Banner form due to his fears of facing Thanos. Ultimately, the Avengers emerge victorious, defeating Proxima Midnight, Corvus Glaive, and Ebony Maw. In the final battle, the Avengers bring in Vision to join the fight. Thor also arrives and leads the charge against the enemy. The Black Order team is terrified upon hearing Thanos' voice. As Thor continues to attack, Thanos finally appears, engaging in a battle with members of the Guardians of the Galaxy, including Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and Tony Stark. They make every effort to remove the golden armor from Thanos' hand to gain control over him. However, Thanos proves to be too powerful, instigating the death of everyone in his path. During the intense fight, the entire team manages to subdue Thanos, with Spider-Man attempting to take off the golden armor from his hand. Unfortunately, Peter Quill makes a critical error by asking Thanos about the whereabouts of Gamora. His outburst leads to an aggressive reaction from Thanos, who regains consciousness and resumes attacking the team, donning his gold armor once again. A fierce battle continues, with Tony Stark and Iron Man facing off against Thanos. Iron Man's powerful suit puts up a tough fight, but Thanos only sustains a single drop of blood, which infuriates him and leads to him wounding Tony Stark with his own blade. As Thanos starts to overpower Tony, Doctor Strange pleads with him not to kill Tony and offers the Time Stone as a bargain. Despite Tony's objections, Doctor Strange sacrifices the Time Stone to save Tony, handing it over to Thanos. This acquisition brings excitement to Thanos, who then departs using the Space Stone and lands in Wakanda, where the ongoing battle between the Avengers and the Black Order team is taking place. Meanwhile, a conflict arises between Wanda and Vision, with Vision expressing his concern that if Thanos takes the Mind Stone, he will perish. He urges Wanda to release him and destroy the stone. Reluctantly, Wanda tries to remove the Mind Stone from Vision's head. Just as she begins destroying it, Thanos arrives and uses the Time Stone to reverse time, restoring the Mind Stone on Vision's head. He retrieves the Mind Stone and places it in his gold armor, completing his collection of all the stones. At this moment, Thor re-emerges and strikes Thanos with his hammer, but Thanos informs him that he should have aimed for his head. Thanos then snaps his fingers, resulting in half of the universe's population being turned to dust. The story shifts to the Soul World, where Thanos finds himself alone with a younger version of Gamora. She asks him what he had to sacrifice, to which Thanos replies, everything. He had lost everything in his pursuit of the Infinity Stones, as he deeply loved Gamora, who was no longer a part of his life. Returning to the real world, Thanos confronts the remaining Avengers and Thor. With all the stones in his possession, Thanos teleports using the Space Stone, leaving behind only ashes. The population of the universe begins to diminish as people turn to dust and disappear. In a nearby hut, Thanos revels in his victory, having succeeded in eradicating half of the universe's population. In another scene, Maria Hill and Nick are seen driving before also disintegrating. Nick retrieves a small device and sends a message before his disappearance, which is revealed to have been sent to Captain Marvel. The movie concludes with this scene.